My plan for today is to start at the Orson Smith Trailhead in Draper, Utah, making my way up to the Bonneville Shoreline Trail, and eventually to the Jacob's Ladder Trail, which starts the main portion of the trail. It gets very, very steep all the way up to Ennis Peak until eventually go to a nice meadow before basically boulder hopping and climbing up to Lone Peak at 11,000 feet, and then making my way back down the Cherry Canyon Logging Trail, around some switchbacks on the side of the mountain, and then eventually back to the Bonneville Shoreline Trail, which will lead to the start of the trail at the Orson Smith Trailhead. Here at Orson Smith Trailhead, starting Lone Peak, Jacob's Ladder Loop, and it's gonna be a long day, probably 16 miles or so, 6,000 plus feet of elevation gain. And yeah, it looks beautiful. It can be a little bit colder this morning, but pretty good weather, I think, once we get in the sun a bit. But excited. We'll see how it goes. All right, rather long approach to the start of the trail, and been pretty beautiful, but it's getting a little hot. And every single corner I turn, I feel like there's gonna be a cougar just waiting for me, which is why I bought my new handy pocket knife. So that'll do absolutely nothing, but still rather pretty. All right, at the Jacob's Ladder Trail, this is when it's gonna start getting tough. All right, let's go. That's it, Lone Peak. Looks like Mount Whitney, honestly. Wow, so jagged. All right, 2,000 more feet. It's so cool here. Just ate Lenny and Larry's cookie. Honestly, feeling a lot better. I was kind of starting to bonk, and that kind of revived me. Just over 1,100 feet to go or so. And I think I'm ready to do this, yeah. Well, we gotta go straight up this guy. A little bit steep, but I guess it's doable. Oh boy, made it to the top of, I guess, false Lone Peak. Because the real one is there. That's gonna be another scramble. Oh man, a lot of climbing out here. A lot of rock scrambling, but just really beautiful. Oh, glad to be up here. Glad to have made it. I was a little unsure sometimes. Wasn't feeling great. Thought about turning around or cutting it short a couple times, but really just happy to have pushed through that and actually got to the top. Wow, it's a great view. Woo! Top of Lone Peak, baby. Fucking did it. Whew. A little bit sketchy over here, but not too bad. It's only sketchy because, well, I'm alone. And there's also a incredibly steep drop right there. But right now I'm on top of this rock. There's the marker. Oh man. Well, my watch says 2:34 of running or of moving, but probably took another maybe 15 minutes of combined. Probably got up here in about 3 hours. But I'd say it's pretty good. I mean, there's a lot of rock scrambling, the Jacob's Ladder section, and the big approach. So I'm pretty happy about that. And now just got to get down these rocks, and then the easy part, I guess, running back downhill. But you can kind of see going along there
and I gotta go all the way back. But right now I'm just enjoying this. You can see the whole city. Wow. Legs are hurting. Still have another probably 2.5 miles. And it's getting hot. I'm very thirsty. I have water, but it doesn't really seem to do anything. Yeah, just want to get down by now. Oh, my Gatorade. And maybe a soda. Done. My legs are, oh, they're hurting so bad. Oh, it's that constricted feeling that I feel when I go for a while. But I clocked in under 4 hours for my running time. Overall time, probably 4.5 or something like that. Not a bad day. Pretty beautiful. I mean, I'm pretty glad I did this, but I'm going to take a couple of days off. All right, so hopefully the next video will be on a GoPro instead of my iPhone, but I think this will be a good test. Hopefully it turns out well. Peace.